Hi, I'm Earl Eidem. I'm with the Hub City Turners in Saskatoon. And today we're going to make a box. I've made these three, but I'm not satisfied with this one because I really didn't measure it very well, and I would like it to be taller. So today we're going to make a replacement for this one. And this box making in the way that I'm going to do it today is simple. It's not a complicated box, and because it's painted we don't need to match the grain or anything like that. So I've got two pieces mounted, and I'll show you how to do that quickly and easily. When I'm in the shop, I always wear a respirator when I'm turning or sanding, and when I'm turning, especially green wood and hard chunky wood, I'll always use my mask. Because we're trying to do a video, I won't wear either of these today. Today we're using baseball bat material. This has been a reject from the bat factory, but it's ideal for making a simple box the way I'm making it today. I've already mounted it, and I'm assuming in this video that everyone knows how to make a tenon and mount it squarely and securely in the chuck. So from there, we're just going to smooth this edge and then begin making the box. So because we're making a duplicate in essence, I wanted to make the diameters the same. So the inside diameter of the join is 2 1/4 inches. So I'll mark that 2 1/4 inches on this piece, and that'll keep me so now my max inside diameter is going to be right there. What I'm going to establish now is where this tenon is. So that is that pencil mark, and I'm going to use the bead to make this a square shoulder. And go a little bit bigger. Okay. So we've got about the same diameter here, so that will allow the top to mate before we do the outside. So I won't on camera do the sanding, but everyone knows how to sand, and it's a really simple process because it's nice round bottom. And then, so now I will switch chucks and begin working on the top. One of the things I always do is do the set screw on the chuck so that it doesn't wander off. I've had that happen before I learned that lesson. But now I always set the set screw. And this is the part of the box that's going to be the top. now that we've got the bottom of the box basically established, we're going to make the top. And I'll smooth this off, then remove the material there and make this part snug up to the new part that we've made. And I'll do that using both parts on the lathe. It makes it quite a bit simpler. We know that the shoulder in here can't be smaller than here, than this amount. So I'll mark that on this piece. That's a little on the small side. There it is. I moved it in the wrong. We have a little bit of material to remove yet, but we know we're safe. Overshot it. So in this instance, that last bit I overshot it. So I'm going to have to remove a little more material and make a taper here, and then we'll find out exactly where we should be. In order to make this simpler for me, what I often do is, or usually do, is mount both chucks so I can just bring this chuck up to the other one. This is the part of making the box that I enjoy the most, getting the fit proper. It takes some time, and I enjoy trying to get those tolerances right. Yeah, I'm still over. Just removing thousandths of an inch here. And now, because I've made this shoulder too long for the bottom, I'm going to have to remove some material here in order to allow the mate to fit properly. And I'm just going to use the bead-end to do that. This is exactly why I like making boxes, just to find that tolerance. So we're very close in fitting, but in order to make sure that the fit is exact, we have to make sure that this shoulder length is the same as this shoulder length. And I see that the top is a 32nd too long, so I'm going to have to remove some material here in order to make sure that it fits properly. And so that'll be my first thing, and then we'll do that final tolerance adjustment. And that should do it. The top should now fit the bottom. And you can hear how tight the joint is. And that's what I shoot for. Normally, because wood heats when you machine it, normally I would let this sit for a couple of hours in order for both woods to be cool, and then I would do the final fit. But because of the video, we won't do that. So now my next move is to hollow the top. We have to make it something like this. And now we'll reverse these two so that I can turn the bottom, which in turn will make the top turn, and then we'll do the outside. And now, because we're trying to match this in all aspects except the top, except the length, I'm going to try and hit that diameter about there, and then the rest is tapered. So the max diameter is going to be about there. So now all we do is taper the two pieces from the bottom to the top, and I'll get the shape for the very top right at the end. So that's going to be my max diameter right there. So in order to determine where the bottom of the box is going to be, I simply measure the current depth of the box, of the inside, mark it, and we know that I can cut any material here. It's got to be lower than that line. In terms of the top, because we want to taper it, we're going to do the same, and we know that that's any tapering has got to be above that line. So I think we're set to go. But we also know that we want the box to be a total of 4.5 inches. Okay. So I'm going to make the bottom here and the top here. Bottom here, top there. That helps define it for me. Oh, we now know the reason why this bat was rejected. there's a bark inclusion, and that's what's causing a little bit of vibration. So this is not a problem. We're going to paint this box anyway, so we'll just work around that. Gotta get some sanding done. We're going to make this top very small finial, but it's finicky also. So I'm going to do that now. Using my small detail gouge, I'm now going to separate the top from the native material. Voila! We've got it done. Now we need to separate the bottom. Now that's done. And now let's see them together. And that's what we were trying to do. Okay, our object today was to replace this box with one that was taller. Needed to go between a 6-inch and a 3-inch. So this one's a little over 4.5 inches by the looks of it. So I think we've succeeded.